You've probably been there before. A nice Thanksgiving dinner, and no one is saying anything. Sure, you've got Aunt Whosoever commenting on how crummy the weather seems to be, and maybe some uncle over there asking about how dear little Timmy is doing at school. But you all feel the tension. It's like you're waiting for the table to erupt. Because it's November, it's voting season, and someone is bound to mention politics. And this is a problem because we demonize the other side. We don't want to live near them. We don't want to see them, and we certainly don't want to talk to them. Least of all, at Thanksgiving dinner. Why? It seems a simple enough question, but it's not. What we do know is that in the US, we overestimate how much we disagree between parties. We think we're about this far apart, when really, we're only this far. And we mix everyone in a big pot. Socialist, social democratic economic and social Republican, moderates, extremists. To us, they're all either the left or the right, the Democrats or the Republicans. By mixing everyone together like this, we forget that there are differences between people, and instead only see their identity as an other. This creates a cycle of blame and separation, because we attribute all of the beliefs associated with one party to every person of that party. Every offense that we have taken at the party's stance is now attributed to the person in front of us, and we can't stand the thought of interacting this monster we have created in our head. This cycles until we create a blind tribalistic unity with our side. This is what people call tribalism. And it can be best described by the master himself, George Orwell, when he describes nationalism, a type of tribalism, as the habit of identifying oneself with a single nation or other unit, placing it beyond good and evil, and recognizing no other duty than that of advancing its interests. This is a pattern that we see more and more often today. We consider the party that someone comes from more than the ideas they present, and we no longer consider the right or the wrong, but only who says it. To be fair, tribes haven't always been bad. Originally, they were just a community. They were a group of people who picked you up and who you picked up. But when we start pitting our tribes against each other, the system breaks down. When we start seeing our Republican or white or feminist as being attacked on the whole by their Democrat or black or man tribe, tribalism becomes the villain of the century. It breaks up once cohesive communities and creates the opposite effect that tribalistic behaviors try to achieve. So our search for community and belonging end in a feeling of discontent and anger. But we don't need to live like this. As small an action as opening our minds to other ideas, genuinely considering their weight, can release the pressure on our minds, can give us more contentment in life. But bigger than that is satisfying our craving for community. Instead of looking at an other and seeing them as a threat, we can see them as a human, an opportunity to engage, a story to discover, a friend to be made, or even better, a new member of our community to welcome. How many more family dinners do we need to dread? How many political swings do we need to worry about, or shouting matches across the street before we can recognize humans for humans, before we can learn that true community thrives on diversity? Diversity of party, opinion, history, race, personality, and thought. The answer is no time at all. All it takes is you.